Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show, the official podcast hosted by your boy Big Blair 365. Sorry for the rushed and voice, but man, we got to get into this show real quick. This show we are covering the FCS college football playoffs. The selection show has started. They've already. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything together, man, because I'm rushing to get everything here. They've already started, got everything going. They did already announce all of the automatic qualifiers. So right now we're waiting on the Jackrabbits to see where we're gonna be placed at. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the official podcast hosted by your boy C. Blair, aka Big Blair 365. Yeah, man, it's been a busy morning. I did a show earlier today. Was pretty dope. Got up early, was able to get some things going in, and yeah, man. So covered the game from yesterday, and this is the moment that we all been waiting for. So this is where it's at. So we're gonna tune in live, and here we go.
Saturday, the FCS, the last regular season weekend. That is a lot of fun. And you see that big Y logo there? Well, why? Because of the 141st edition of the game, the Ivy League Championship. It was 17-0. They never looked back. Dante Reno looked pretty
Thank you guys for tuning in to the official podcast hosted by your boy Big Blair. Let's go, Jackrabbits.
You're out there playing for dad. I think a lot of people thought Harlan was having an outstanding season. This was their championship, Ivy League championship to take home, but Yale said, not so fast.
Josh Pitzenberger, you see him punch that one in. He had 3 touchdowns. Bulldogs win it 45-28. Let the party begin. They win the Ivy Championship. United Athletic Conference, the UAC, Abilene Christian Wildcats wins over Tarleton. Stephen F. Austin really need that 8th win, taking on Central Arkansas. Javon Gibson, 39 yards for the score. Then Central Arkansas punting, 7-point game, still hanging in the balance. Nice on Williams. House call.
Great job concentrating. How do you feel to punt like that with that turf field distracting you all the way around there? But they knew how to get it done. Great finish for this football game here. And wow, that's what the postseason is all about. You have to earn your way into the postseason.
So many great finishes yesterday. I loved it.
This was not necessarily one of them. Central Connecticut State taking out Mercyhurst. Couple of minutes left in the second. Brady Olson. Touchdown pass. Michael Trevor-Elliott.
Great location on that pass where only his big tight end can box him out and make the grab.
Elijah Howard, 1,000-yard rusher. Catches this one into the end zone. It's 35-28, 22 seconds left. You know what? This was a good finish. Mercyhurst, 4th and 10. Cannot connect.
Put some air on it.
Central Connecticut repeating. It's Northeast Conference champs. They are your auto bid. Let's go to the Pioneer. Drake looking for their 3rd straight Pioneer title, taking on Morehead State. Isaac Starkey gets the carry, takes it to the house. They're up 7-0 Morehead, but 4th quarter, Drake ball, Logan Iungawa, rushing touchdown. It's 10-7 Drake. Nick Herman, the freshman, rushes for 253, including this 77-yarder to ice.
And Drake played well. You know, the Pioneer normally gets 1, right? Their auto champion, which is Drake. Presbyterians had a really nice year in the Pioneer. Dude, does the Pioneer get 2 in? Man, what a great season for Drake.
3rd straight for Drake. Hampton and Rhode Island, the CAA, Antoine Littleton Jr. Boy, he's had a fine season. 21-0 Rhodey. Connor Kenyon. Connor Finer.
Welcome back to the show, man. Thank everybody for tuning in to the official podcast. You are now tuned
the way
in
the
to
schedule worked out, Hampton's had a very down year, had won the game in the conference. So you kind of knew Rhode Island was playing with house money. What do you do if you're trying to clinch something?
So
you're trying to
thank you guys for tuning in.
They did that the major way against
yeah,
the Pirates.
let's go. Go Jacks.
For Bjorn's leaving Rhode Island December 1st. That was a very nice parting gift.
Get my setup together, man.
Undefeated in conference play. That didn't happen in that
Get
CAA.
fresh for y'all. Tennessee Tech. Let's let's see what they got going on with this one.
Single season record. UT
Yeah.
Martin, Tennessee Tech, Mid-South OVC. A lot of bubble teams.
I'm gonna give y'all
watching this
some
one. Root for
insight about
Tennessee
some
Tech.
things later
And
on
not
as
a
I
portal
continue
on
to do these
UT Martin.
podcasts and let y'all know
17-10.
about some
UT
recruiting
Martin, Eastern Washington transfer, Kakoa Vespers.
throughout the process of my
Courtney.
son getting
They
to
had a
South
lot
Dakota
on the
State.
line.
Some of the schools
two
that
teams that knew they could win
was
this football
interested
game.
that we passed up on. Some of the schools we was interested in and passed up
They're
on us. But
Tennessee.
Their first lead
just a little
comes
nugget
with the right foot.
as you
Dom
look at
LeBlanc
this
with
highlight right there.
11 seconds to go. 35-yarder. Tennessee Tech is golden. And they're the Golden Eagles. They're in the FCS playoffs for the first time in 14 years. College football
Now, bracket that I saw
rivalry.
put
Lehigh,
us in a situation
Lafayette,
where
close game.
we
Lehigh
may end up
trailing by
facing
3.
Lehigh in like
Yoder.
the second
Boy,
round
did
or
he have a
something.
game.
My thing is
1,000-yard
this:
rusher,
when I listen to it,
touchdowns,
and I
Lehigh
can't
goes
remember
on
all
to
these
win
people who talk
back-to-back
about this stuff, but
Patriot
when
League
I was
champs,
listening to it,
17-game regular
you know, I
season
mean,
win
they
streak, the longest
regardless
in the
of
FCS.
how we
Don't just say
got to where
Lehigh
we going,
the conference
nobody
title. Perfection,
feels that
perfect record on the season.
either of
Not easy
those
to do.
teams
Lafayette's
that
sweating
we
it
should
out
have
too, right?
trouble
They
with
get
going
in.
into the
So,
playoffs. Now,
there was so
of course,
much to
it's the
play for
playoffs,
yesterday.
and
It's
everybody got their
11
opinions.
tickets
So we ain't
punched.
gonna overlook
5 of those
nobody,
that
but
you see there are top 8s.
you know,
So there's still some more
I think
here.
we got a good chance
sort
facing
through
Drake or Lehigh or
those
Tennessee Tech
auto
or
picks.
anywhere in between.
You're just gonna keep making these kids wait.
Yeah.
Let me shut up and let y'all
That's
listen to these
matchstick,
guys.
everybody. You
I
know,
did
the
not-
football
looking at
player
the
me,
TV over here
I'd let you
anyway,
know
so
right
I
away, and we can talk
First
about
5
it.
minutes,
But
we
he
put the
wants to
whole
make
bracket
this
out,
right.
right?
Yeah, I mean, come on, Stick.
Let's talk about the meaning of life here. And just all right, let's get to the bracket. Let's unveil this here. We've belabored it enough. We've got your top 8.
Thank you.
We got your AQs.
Play too much,
Let's
man.
go.
You play too much.
Here we go. All right, here is your first round. The winner of this game that we're about to unveil will take on the reigning national champions. Top left. Here we go. 1 o'clock Eastern, ESPN Plus. Who is it? Illinois State. Got beat down by Southern Illinois yesterday. Maybe they had some visions of a top 8, but those went away quickly. Tommy Rittenhouse, Daniel Sopkowitz, former walk-on, most touchdowns, receptions in school history. They will visit Southeastern Louisiana, the Lions out of Hammond, Louisiana, out of the Southland. Second team out of the Southland. They
little
played
trip,
the Riverbell yesterday. They took a home game here is the 16th seed, Caleb Proctor. 8 sacks on the season. He's been terrific.
Yeah, tough place to go play down there. The Lions 9-3 this year under Coach Frank Scalfo.
Wish I had
Carson
the
Camp,
brackets
their
pulled
quarterback,
up
over 1,600 yards passing on offense.
some of the
Averages
other
about
people
33
who
points a game, and plays very
put out some
complimentary
selections, and
Let's
then I
talk
would
about
be
why
able to
Illinois
kind of
State got
compare,
in. Because they
you know,
won
like
2 games
where they bracket
on the
is
road
to
this year
Yeah.
versus teams
where,
that were playing in the
what this
postseason. I
team
believe
looks like.
that's the reason why
Matter of
Illinois
fact.
State was able to advance.
Yeah, I agree with you, but it's a good
Yeah.
matchup. I like that. The 16 spot for Southeast Louisiana is a good spot.
You mentioned the Redbirds. Wins over South Dakota State, lost to North Dakota State, Youngstown State, SIU.
I'm gonna click here real quick. Just show this was a prediction bracket that was up, so clearly they already off on that one. So
And then they're going to be a tough out for anybody going to take on the number 16 seed overall. But as you mentioned, Coach Broxmake, he's got
Illinois
experience doing
State,
this 17 years coaching the Red
I mean,
Birds.
I know we lost to them, so I ain't trying to get them too much props. But the team is pretty solid though. So going down to Louisiana and playing, I don't think they should have too much trouble. I mean, I think this should be a good matchup.
Yesterday in that loss.
I'm gonna make my
Southern
predictions as they
Illinois.
put this up. So
All right,
I'm
that's the
taking the
first
upset on
round
that one. I'm gonna
matchup
take
that we
Illinois
know
State.
of. Let's move on down. The winner of this one will take on the Aggies of UC Davis out of the Big Sky as the 8th seed. Noon Eastern, ESPN Plus. Central Connecticut.
We want
Blue
a home
Devils out
game.
of New Britain,
The main
Connecticut.
thing we want.
NEC champs. Coach Adam Lechtenberg doing a nice job. Elijah Howard, the 1,000-yard rusher.
Oh,
their
are they
fourth
coming to South
FCS
Dakota State?
playoff appearance. And they will be on the road for the first round visiting. Yeah, let's stay in the Northeast, shall we? Let's head to Kingston. Rhode Island Rams, their first outright title since 1985 when they were part of the Yankee Conference. We mentioned Antoine Littleton Jr., 1,100 yards, ran for more than 200 against Maine last week. You know a little bit about that Yankee Conference.
I don't know nothing about those two teams, so I'm gonna just go ahead and
this
pick
matchup. Though, give credit to the committee; they keep everything in the region. They did a really good job making this a regional matchup.
Here's what it is.
Rhode Island, we talked about the season that they've had before.
State.
Coming in there going undefeated in conference
luck.
play, that does not happen too often.
They didn't play Monmouth or Nova, right? Some unbalanced schedule there. They'll have a chance to prove it.
Yeah, but what I also like is the balance that they have. They've got a quarterback that threw for 3,000 yards in Farrell and a running back that rushed rush for 1,000 yards. In Littlejohn, very well-balanced offensive attack. They're going to be dangerous.
I love this. A great New England matchup, right?
Right.
Round one, Central Connecticut
Go.
State has a chance, right?
4
to make
more
a big
teams
time
for the
win in
left
the
side.
region. We
Let's
saw
see
some
if,
highlights of them
our
earlier. We
road
talked about
to
Elijah Howard,
Nashville is gonna
1,000-yard
go
rusher.
through
Brady Olson, UMass transfer, 2,800
some
yards
team that we
passing,
already
23
played
touchdowns. A very
already.
balanced team as well. And I just think they're kind of licking their
The
chops in
green
this
team
matchup. You don't got to travel
from up
that far.
north.
It's a good one.
They lost.
You know what? I hate that school, bro.
A little get
I'm
back.
just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm new to all
Winner
this,
takes on UC
but
Davis.
my
Winner of our next
kids
game
with South Dakota
takes
State.
on the Lehigh
And
Mountain Hawks.
when it's
The
when
undefeated
it's
Mountain
beef,
Hawks out
it's
of the
beef,
Patriot
for real
League.
beef.
What's the
Not like
matchup?
street beef, but man, we ain't
Harvard
gonna
Crimson
Harvard.
are in.
Okay.
Harvard.
Coming off their
Harvard.
first loss of the season, they become the first Ivy
Harvard.
at large in FCS history. Quarterback Jaden Craig, great clutch kicker.
Got more
Garrett
than some
Moore,
lawyers and shit
getting it
going
done
on over
despite
there
the
at Harvard.
loss
I see them
yesterday
boys
to
trying to
Yale.
play some real
They will
football
take
now.
on and visit
South Dakota State.
the 12th seed
Villanova.
Villanova Wildcats.
Right.
They've won 22 straight home games, the longest active home win streak in the FBS. Their
I wonder if I
longest
can get
in
no.
school
Well, he with
history.
his team
The
right now. I
Wildcats
can't.
of the
I can't call
CAA
my
gonna host the
son
first round game.
This is another great first round matchup. You know, Mark Ferenti, 9th season head coach, very good. It's an offense in Villanova, averages close
I'm
to
gonna text
400
him
yards per
real quick.
game. Pat McQuaid, their quarterback, slinging it out there. He's over a 2,000-yard passer, 18 TDs. But talk about culture, Villanova. You just every year you look up there in the FCS playoffs, you always see them. They got a good culture, so this is a great matchup for Harvard.
You mentioned the culture, like David Abbott, the running back, entered the portal after being rookie of the year last year. He entered the portal. It's like, what am I doing? I love it here. Comes back.
Come back.
Great
Yep.
year.
And the key becomes, well, what about Harvard? You know, they got the at-large invite. That's the big news.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of teams that are sweating right now because they took a spot. They obviously took a spot.
Surprised they made it, though. It felt like they were going to make it regardless.
It's Harvard. It's Harvard. Let's just say that.
No, I'm texting my son now. He said they watching right now.
But the reason why they can
Yeah,
win, they're the
yeah,
least
they got the
penalized
black
team
card
in
on.
all of
You can
FCS
see some of
football.
my live
And they've
stream
got
coming.
3 running backs
Yeah.
that average
It's
over
right.
5 yards per carry. If you can play that type of game and stay disciplined, you've got a chance at going on the road pulling off an upset.
But you hit it. The key point is the Ivy, their first year in the FCS playoffs, gets 2 in.
Taking 2 spots.
Taking 2 spots.
Yeah.
It's Harvard.
It's Harvard.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Let's move on down. The winner of our next matchup will take on Tarleton State as the 4 seed coming up first week in December. Who do we have? Ooh, the North Dakota Fighting Hawks out of Grand Forks lost to South Dakota State yesterday in overtime. All apparently was not lost despite the 7-5 record. They got wins over Youngstown State. SMU, close losses to North Dakota State, Montana, South Dakota, Kansas.
Them getting in is going to put some teams on alert for the rest of the show right now.
Might have surprised them.
Yeah, they having a watch party? I don't know. I don't know. Great strength of schedule as well, but 5 losses. They are in, and they will visit. Oh, wow. This could be fun.
That's crazy.
Tennessee
Well,
Tech,
I'll say this.
Cookeville,
The
Tennessee.
thing about that is I'm going to look at it this way. Because ain't no way
be rocking. They're in the playoffs for the first
North
time.
Dakota get into the playoffs and we don't.
And here is Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, I'm going to just say, okay, well,
They knew they were in.
we don't have a home game
They had to watch
on the
party.
other side of the bracket
Cookeville,
because
first time I ever had fried pickles
Boy,
in
no.
my life was in
ain't no
Cookeville,
way in the
Tennessee.
world.
They were delicious, but let's give it up to the job that they've done
Boy,
there. with
I
their
ain't
head
even
coach,
going to sit
Bobby
there and think
Wilder.
about nothing
Got
like
the
that
Gold
right now.
Eagles.
That's
Didn't
crazy.
play there for
All
the
right,
whole season.
so surprising,
We should
first
mention
shocker of this
reason
selection
for that
show
their mantra,
is
but
North
also
Dakota actually
renovating,
got
redoing
in.
the stadium there at Tucker, so they're giving up their home
I
locker
mean,
room
now that's
for
I'm gonna be the
North
first
Dakota
one to
Tennessee
say
Tech.
it, man.
Good on them.
If
Good on
that
them
was
for doing that.
And
South
I think
Dakota
that's what you
State
give the experience. When you
with
got
a
a coach like
7-5
Bobby Wilder,
record.
made a
Had we
living
lost
doing this
yesterday,
at Maine, at
do
Old
we
Dominion
get
now,
in?
They're
No.
at Tennessee Tech. You say, you know what? He knows
Absolutely
what
not.
it takes to host a
I
game.
mean,
This team was rolling up
I
until they
ain't
played
saying that
Kentucky. They averaged
you
the
know,
40.
Yeah, but
I like that
psychic or
40.
whatever,
How about
but
North
come on,
Dakota?
man. I think the
that was right.
field
They lost
would
to
be
South Dakota State. Yesterday, they
yelling.
probably thought, okay, we're out of it at 7-5.
I
They were so
mean,
deflated.
so
Yeah, first
come
year
on,
coach
man.
Eric Schmidt probably said, "Here we go, we're not in." What this
Unless
tells
you
me,
can
Matt,
find,
is the
I don't know, man.
committee
I don't
is
know if it's a
valuing
better
Missouri-
team that's out
Missouri
there
Valley very high.
other
and
than
strength.
North Dakota that
Very
they
high.
could have
No,
selected.
but
I think that's going to be
But what do I always say?
a
I don't necessarily want to see
topic
your
of
4th,
discussion
5th, 6th
moving
place team
forward with
compete
a lot
for
of
a national
people because
championship when there's some other conferences out there that
I
we
mean,
know
come on,
are
man.
going to get short
the only
changed.
reason I ain't
Spoiler
even
alert.
tripping, but the only reason why I'm kind of a little upset about that is because
Some other watch parties going on.
Had-
That's the general
had
class.
we lost that game
Speed it up. We want to know where we're
And
going.
being
We want to know
7-5.
what we're doing, who we're playing.
5
Obviously,
straight
the
losses.
Wildcats. You will know
Yeah,
that.
okay,
Beat
whatever.
other teams as well.
But still, the record would have been the same. Would South Dakota State got
Belief
fed to
isn't
get
just
into
a
the playoffs?
feeling. It's
And
a
I think we
force.
all can say no.
A force that turns underdogs
Me
into
as a
champions,
South Dakota State
struggle
fan,
into strength, and concepts into companies.
Kid on
A
the team.
legacy in Wake Forest
Come on,
University
man. I'm
are
telling
proud to
you,
partner because
There's no
we share
way
a
in
truth
hell
that belief
you
in
make the
people
playoffs
yields the highest returns. Together, we're
with
investing in
that
every
record,
dream.
regardless of how you got the
Every
record.
tomorrow.
But straight,
This
definitely.
is our
Come
home.
on, man.
Let's
So,
believe.
I don't agree with that. That's the first one of the selection committee. I'm gonna just be the first one to say I don't agree with that pick. I mean, that was come on, bro. That was all right. Anyway. So it is what it is, man. North Dakota is in, which is a miracle, but they there. And we'll see how that goes. I'm texting my son right now, so they waiting on
Sephora,
the
the best
selection just like
fragrances are
everybody
here.
else is. So
With
y'all
the new
give me a
Solo
second.
Summit 24,
But
family
yeah,
can disconnect.
what y'all
to
think,
let
man?
go
Y'all
of
hit me up
busy
in the
every day,
comments.
and it's amazing
where
that
I'm at.
this
I'm
allows
streaming
us to come
live
together
on
and really
YouTube.
connect as a family. We
Yeah.
absolutely
So
love
hit
it.
me up on the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think.
Here we
Should
have Venomous
North
Perpetuous,
Dakota
also known as the creature of habit.
receive the
Rarely
bid?
will he stray from
Was
his
that the
patterns,
right
even if
decision?
they don't get to the root of the
And
problem.
on top of that, if South Dakota
But what's
State
this?
had
He's using
lost
hymns to
yesterday
explore treatments for
and
hair
had a
loss, turning
7 and
over
5
new leaf.
record
And
like
yes,
North
he's actually
Dakota had,
completed an online intake. Why, he's
in
well on his way
our
to
conference,
personalized treatment if prescribed. This might call
should
for a
South Dakota
reclassification.
State
Evolve your care for hair loss,
get a
sexual
bid
health, weight loss, and more.
had
Start
they
today
lost
at hims.com.
So yeah, I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say about that, man. As you guys say a little up north from here, interested to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, keep me posted on
In the
that.
wild,
Definitely want to hear
is always in front of you.
information and what y'all feel about that
Exhale.
situation. But it is what it is. So we could
Vivid
kind of
Seats' new lowest price
recap,
guarantee
I guess,
means
that
you
y'all
get
know
lower
who
ticket
all they
prices in the Vivid
selected
Seats
and
app.
all that good
But
old
Vivid
stuff.
Seats cannot guarantee that you'll
But
crash a
on that
ticket
side of the
and
bracket,
walk away without a concussion.
if
But
I
we
can
can
remember
guarantee
correctly who
lower
all
ticket
was
prices
selected,
only in the
should have wrote
Vivid
it
Seats
down.
app.
But it's clear.
What's his deal?
North
He
Dakota
got that
State.
more for your money feeling at Metro
Can't
with
believe
one
I
line of
said
unlimited
that.
5G for just $40, period. And a free 5G phone and no activation fees.
You-
Only at Metro.
I can't say that team.
Glad Force
The
Flex trash
team,
bags
the green team
stretch to
up
fit
north
more.
from
So they're
South
not only
Dakota
rip tested,
State.
they're
It's
loose
the
pushing
clear
the
favorite
last
in
bag
that,
to the
in
limit
that
testing.
situation. I mean, they're the clear favorite in the whole entire
Don't get
tournament.
mad.
But that's neither here nor there.
FCS
What I'm
Selection
saying
Show,
is,
Destination Nashville, Matt
if I
Schick,
had
Jay
to
Walker,
pick a,
Brady in Golia.
this remote, I
We
might
have
need-
unveiled the left side
if
of
I
the
had to
bracket.
pick a team that could kind of
That's a huge
upset them or something like that,
and then we
Um,
shift over to the right. There are plenty
I don't
of
know.
spots
It's
available.
kinda-
8 more teams need to be unveiled.
I don't know.
Let's go ahead and do that right
But
now.
we'll
The
see.
first
I got to
matchup
look
that
back
we'll
at the
see
my
on the
bad.
right-hand
Okay,
side.
so
The
I'm looking
winner
at it now.
hits the Montana
All right,
Grizzlies.
all
Big Sky.
right, let's get
Missoula
back to this, man.
Championship will run through Missoula coming up on
Put my
December
mic on
6th.
mute
Who
because
will
I don't
take on
want to
Montana?
say no
The winner of
crazy
this game,
stuff out
New
loud.
Hampshire is in. Out of the CAA, back-to-back
But,
playoff
They
appearances.
better not
Dual
make
threat
me
quarterback
mad. I
Matt
know
Phillips
that.
at 27 total touchdowns, 5 straight
Nah,
wins.
we
They
good to go.
beat Maine
Appreciate
on
you guys
Saturday.
tuning in, man.
Of course, have that 3
To
touchdown
the
win
official
over Vernon
podcast
as well.
hosted by your boy C. Blair, aka Big Blair. Got the FCS
South
playoff
Dakota
selection.
State. There was a point yesterday in that first quarter. I'm not
What we
sure
got?
anyone
Okay,
thought the
okay,
Jackrabbits
let's
would
go.
be on this graphic, but
Let's
here they
go.
are. Their
I like
15th consecutive FCS
I like it.
appearance.
Let's go.
Started 7-0.
Let's go, baby.
Lost their starting quarterback.
Let's
and
go,
4
Jacks,
straight games.
baby.
They beat North Dakota.
Let's
in
go, Jacks,
overtime.
baby.
Yesterday, the
New Hampshire.
Jackrabbits.
Come on.
Time to celebrate, folks.
Come on with
They
it.
get the 14 seed.
Come on
And
with it.
Brookings will host a playoff.
Come on with it. Y'all
And,
see
in
the
South
boys,
Dakota
man.
State, why was the big whoa? Well, this is a team that had lost 4 of their last 5 games. a lot hinging on the health of Chase Mason.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Quality win yesterday. They had to win that game, but this is a different team. Once you get Chase Mason back in there, they've got some things. They're dangerous. They're dangerous.
Hold on. Let me
that
pull
game
this
yesterday
up.
was winner in, loser out.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not the case.
Yeah, and this matchup, this is usually like a quarterfinal matchup, not a first-round matchup with UNH going to South Dakota
bomb
State.
on y'all right now. I'm gonna let y'all know
Best FCS
the
quarterbacks
reason
to ever
why.
play the game. You talk
That's the
about
whole
that
reason why we're gonna win. But
Playoff
I'm expecting
appearance
my
for
son to have
UNH.
a
This is
big game
a
that
great
day,
matchup.
and I'm gonna tell you
How
the
about
reason
this?
why.
Welcome
Guess
to
what?
postseason football. First-year head coach Dan Jackson replacing the legend Spiegelmeyer, who was there.
That's his birthday.
Right away.
Give it up for my boy, Mister. Let's give it up to my boy, Mister. Yes, sir.
If you want to get where
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, fellas. Y'all
29th.
are in. Don't try
We
that.
will be playing
were
on my son's
I
birthday.
think they believe they
That's
lost
gonna
that game
be
yesterday.
off
They were
the
out. They know they
chain.
pulled
So
it
listen,
out and just
Let me
dramatic
show
fashion.
y'all right now live on the watch party.
Yeah,
Live.
exactly.
All right, let's move
Live
on now.
on this
Mercer
thing.
is the number 6
All right.
seed. Macon will be
Because you see,
hosting
we
a
playing
playoff
at
game against
home.
the winner of this
So
matchup.
guess what I'm going to?
Drake Bulldogs out of Des Moines, their third straight
Right
Pioneer
now.
title. Head coach
And
Joe
you know what
Woodward,
I'm getting
his
ready
first
to do?
season delivers them
Book
to
my
the playoffs a
ticket.
year
Let's
after
see.
losing in the first round. Nick
Thanksgiving is
Herman mentioned
Thursday.
his stellar
I think I
performance
can go up there and
yesterday,
spend a
clinching
few
the auto
days with
bid
him.
with the win
Let's go
over
from
Morehead
Thursday
State. Who will
to
Drake
Monday.
face? The
Oh,
South
yeah.
Dakota Coyotes. Vermilion will
Great.
host the
This
playoff
is
game.
South
Another
Dakota,
Missouri Valley
okay.
team is in. Travis
All right.
Johansson
Let me
in
hear
his
about my
first
ticket.
season. 3 FCS
For this damn-
losses, 8 FCS wins.
for this
Beat
to
North
go
Dakota, beat South Dakota State, beat Southern
Oh,
Illinois
yeah.
in
Yeah, I'm buying my ticket right
overtime.
now.
That might have got them in.
You're reading
Right
my mind. So they
now.
didn't play yesterday.
Yeah,
They
let me
played
see. Let me see.
2
I'll
weeks ago,
read
and
that
then
Monday
Southern Illinois,
morning.
5 overtime win, 53-51. No doubt
Yeah.
to me kind of propelled them to make
Oh,
the
yeah.
playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We out of
what
here.
a great job by them.
We
It's
out
an-
of here.
It's an
Think I'm
exciting
playing
team,
with you
and,
if you want to,
can't wait to
man.
see what
I'm
they
getting
do.
my ticket
And
right
if I'm Drake,
now.
I'm gonna be like Drake the rapper.
I'm
I'm
gone.
gonna be on one.
That's all I've
So
been
I'm
waiting
on
on.
one, right? You know
We'll
why
be
they're on
flying
one?
to.
Drake had a
We're
great
flying.
year.
Y'all
Right?
see that?
Their worst loss of the
Y'all
season.
see that?
Guess what that was
Can
too?
you see that?
South Dakota. They got
Can
beat
you see it?
42-21.
I'm on
What's
here.
your reward?
I'm getting
You
my
have to go
ticket
back
right
and play
now.
them
I see
again.
y'all in
Hey,
Brooklyn.
taking in stride, fellas, and say,
Yes,
you know what? We're
Thursday.
all about to
I'm
get
gone.
back. You want some
I'll
redemption?
be
You have a
flying
chance
on
to redeem
Thanksgiving.
yourself.
As a former running back, I'd be
Yes,
remiss if I didn't
sir.
mention
Let's go,
LJ
Jacks,
Jones
baby.
for South Dakota.
Yes, sir.
Over
Hold on.
1,500 yards
I
rushing,
can't see it
15
till I
TDs,
go ahead
having
and
a nice season. I'm looking
I
forward to
gotta
seeing him do a
push
little
back.
work in the playoffs.
South Dakota team no one
Yes,
about a
sir.
month and a half
My
ago. was
ticket
talking
now,
about,
man.
right?
Y'all
And
seeing
here
this
they
live.
are, getting it done.
Yeah.
And
I'm
in for the
dedicated.
playoff.
I'm
All right,
in the building.
moving on
I'm
down.
trying to
Stephen
tell you.
F. Austin.
That's where I am,
out
man.
of
I'll tell you one
Texas.
thing I am. In the
Southland
building.
champs, 9
In the
Division
building.
I wins. They will
Let's
host
go.
the winner of
Apple
the
pay that
Lamar
thing. See that?
Cardinals. They lost
We
to
in there.
McNeese on
gonna
Saturday.
Apple pay that
Still
thing.
get
I'm
in
outta
their
here.
first appearance
We in the
in
building.
7
Double
years.
click.
They had a win over South
Double
Dakota,
click.
another win
Hey,
over
man, what that
Southeast
thing just say?
Louisiana.
Put that
Those
thing to
wins
put it on the
certainly
thing so
helping
y'all
to
can
carry
hear it.
the day for Peter
Y'all can hear that
Rosamondos, a
Go
team there
ding.
21
That's what we
wins
waiting for.
in
Go
his
ding.
3 seasons. They will
Go
face
ding.
Worth
Processing.
the wait, Abilene
I know.
Christian. The
I'm acting like I'm-
Wildcats
Come on
will
now, y'all.
host the
There we go.
Cardinals.
Ding.
Guys
Y'all hear
at
that ding?
conference.
Y'all heard that?
Exercise battle in the
Ding.
first
We in the
round.
game, baby.
Back-to-back
We
playoff
on the way.
appearances.
We
Took down Central
on the
Norfolk
way,
on
baby.
Saturday.
We
4
is on
straight
the
wins.
way.
When Abilene
That's right.
Christian is playing
That's
well,
right.
They can be just
We
about
outta here.
anybody. They've already had
We
wins over
outta here.
Stephen F.
Y'all
Austin.
see that?
And beat Charleston.
Just
But
like
take a look at
that.
this overall.
We
These
on the
teams
way,
playing.
baby.
Call this one the deep
South
in the
Dakota
heart of
State,
Texas.
baby.
That they're going there.
We
You
in
don't
the
have to
building.
leave the state right now.
That's
so
right.
those guys right there, they
Come on,
got
man.
the
I'm
job
about to take
done when
this
they
to my
needed
son.
to. And I think everybody's
Yes,
a little
sir.
nervous about Abilene
Queen's
Christian
got
because
that.
anytime you can beat the number 4
I'm on the
overall
way, bro.
national seed out there and get that victory, that shows that you have the ability to get it done. Keith Patterson with a
I'm on
great
the way.
squad there in Abilene, Texas.
I
Live.
can hear the sigh of
Right here on the official podcast hosted by your boy,
losing to McNeese
Big
yesterday.
Player.
Said, Matt, they
Come
probably
on,
thought,
man.
okay, we're tweener
Hey,
now, but they get
y'all
in out
in
of the
Brookings.
Southland. 3
Let's
straight
go.
winning seasons for them. Defense, it's opportunistic. 3 defensive touchdowns.
Hey,
this
man,
year.
it's
Great
going
Texas
down.
matchup.
Let's
Respect
go.
to the
See
Southland.
who we got
Absolutely.
next round.
Respect to the
Montana.
Southland. Let's also talk about
Montana.
this. You've got 4
Man,
teams
man, back to
from the
Montana.
state of
Since we
Texas.
played
Now, the
Montana.
FCS football in the state of Texas is
And,
really
man,
starting to emerge on another level.
Very healthy down there.
They like what
Oh,
you
yeah,
had
we
to say.
beat them.
Yeah, a lot of good
I didn't
players
even
in
look at the
Texas.
schedule right. I'm tripping. I got to go back and watch it again because I'm wilding. You did. All right, man. So there we go. So you got it right there, man. South
but it was
Dakota
still very
State
good.
at
Number
home.
2,
Okay, so
Montana
boom.
State,
So
the
we play.
Bobcats out of Bozeman.
Yeah, Montana.
Championship
Man,
running through
great
Montana
damn
this
play,
time of
okay,
year.
we're gonna
Who will they
smack them
face? The
folks.
winner
Then
of
we
this
gonna. Oh
game.
yeah.
There's Yale
That's
out
gonna be
of
a
New
good
Haven,
game with South
Connecticut,
Dakota
the
versus
Ivy
Drake. And if
League
we see
auto
South
bid.
Dakota
Dante
again,
Marino, the
oh
transfer
boy,
from
they
South
ass in
Carolina.
trouble.
Ezekiel Larry on
Man,
that
listen,
defensive
bro.
front with
These folks
10
got
and a half
Oh yeah,
sacks.
and then we going to
They
watch
are
it, man.
going
We're going
to
to the championship,
Waddle
bro.
to Youngstown.
We're going to the ship, man. Y'all listen, bro. We're going to the ship.
Missouri Valley Football Conference
To get
team.
to the
To get into
championship,
the
bro.
field,
Y'all got us fucked up.
No one lights it up like you do.
So
Yeah,
we talked
listen,
about it earlier.
we
know
gonna
what the
play
committee,
again.
Jay, thinks about the
The
Missouri Valley
Big
Football
Ten.
Conference.
Oh,
so we'll
Youngstown
talk
State.
about that later. But
Everybody on
both
this
run
side
guard,
of the
over
bracket,
4,000
we
total
done
yards,
beat
leads the nation.
South Dakota.
23
And boy,
touchdowns
they know we
throwing,
got something
Jay,
for them. So
24
they better
rushing.
be.
He's having an incredible year. So
They
threat.
don't see us
kind of
in
glad
the
they made it in
quarterfinals
for
beat
sure
them.
because
But
I
boy,
can't wait to watch them
y'all in
do some
trouble.
work.
Y'all in
Everybody loves a
trouble.
dual threat, but how about
Oh,
Yale
yeah,
getting up
y'all
in there
in
as well?
trouble,
They only
man.
give up 17
Y'all
points a
in
game.
trouble.
So
You see
defense
that?
is the key.
That's
The
what
running
that's
back,
what I like.
Pittsburgher, we talked
See
about
that?
15
was
touchdowns
ain't
and go
cool,
home,
man.
1,200 yards.
We out of here.
He's going to have to
We
be a
gone.
main factor
I
for
see
the
you in
Bulldogs to have
Brooklyn.
success in the playoffs.
I see you in Brooklyn.
Is your bracket.
Yes, sir.
It's done. All 24 teams are in. The road to Nashville is set.
Hey, that's
you want
it.
to know the bids by
There you go,
conference?
baby.
Come on.
6 of them,
The
Missouri Valley Football
road to
Conference. That's what they
Nashville.
would have done.
I like
Big
our
Sky,
chances.
CAA, Southland, each able to
I
send
like our
3
chances,
steps.
man.
And the first year in
Reach
IBA
out to the Missouri Valley
participating.
Football Conference, man. Got 6
I mean, absolutely.
bigs.
That
I
tells you,
mean,
if you're the Patriot
one,
League, you
I
have to be
think they
saying,
could
wow,
have
what do we
done
have to do to
without,
more
but
teams
it
in
is
there?
what it is.
Pioneer
Let's
League
see what
team
they
only
do
got
over
one
there.
team as well.
But you
Spread
know
the
what?
love. Spread the
I
love.
like our
6 too
chances,
many.
man.
I'm
I like our chances to
6
get to
too many.
Big Sky
Nashville
had 5
big.
last year. They
I'm
only got
talking
3.
about I ain't
I'm
even
with you
sitting
with
there
United
playing with you a
Athletic
little
there.
bit.
And
I like
to
our
get to your point
chances
about
a
Pioneer,
lot.
Presbyterian was one that had a really good year, and they got
Healthy
out.
South
Have my
Dakota
back. Yes
State
or no,
team
it's 6 too many from
to
one
make a
conference.
run
You're not-
right now at
Listen,
this.
you know what the
Oh
committee's going to
man,
say. It's not
y'all in
about the
trouble,
conference.
man.
It's about the individual teams.
Y'all
They
in
feel
trouble.
like 6 got
Hey, listen
in,
here.
then 6
I
get in.
remember.
Get the 24
I
all
feel you,
you-
though, to spread it out. I get you, Jay.
I'm trying to keep it clean
very
because
awkward.
you know what I'm saying. I remember all you
Yeah,
folks
here
that
we
was
go.
out there
Jay.
with that
Selection
mouth
committee.
moving.
I'm vocal
You know
about
what
it.
I'm
I'm
saying?
always
No, you're
honest.
right.
They
No.
know how I feel about
I ain't
it.
forgot.
Absolutely do. Mark Wharton.
I took
selection committee chair
screenshots
joins
of
us
some
now.
of the
A final year on the committee, athletic
stuff
director
y'all was saying.
at Tennessee Chattanooga as
It's
well.
all
How
good,
would you
though.
describe, Mark, this process over the last 24 hours?
I mean, it's good. It didn't start 24 hours
Right.
ago. It started the first part of October, and we met as a committee and watch about 3 or 4 games a week, especially early on where you have those cross-conference, non-conference games that we think teams can be in the playoff at the end, and then getting
It's
here
crazy.
on
I can
Friday,
hear it in here.
talk
but
about
it's-
somewhat
I don't
the
know. It just sounds
logistics
better
of
on the TV.
what's the next few weeks ahead, and then show up, and we watched about 14, 15
So what
games
y'all
yesterday.
think, man?
Obviously,
What y'all think about
a
the
lot
show?
of
What y'all
chaos,
think
but
about the selections?
settled
Tune in
down
to
about
the YouTube
8:30
channel, the
and started
official
getting to work.
podcast hosted by your
Some
boy
bubbles were
Steve Blair,
burst, others were
aka
solidified.
Big Blair
Let's get to
365.
the bubble. Last 4
Let me know
in,
what y'all think
first
about the
4 out. These
selections.
are in
Who got
alphabetical
in, who
order.
got
The
out,
committee
who
submitted
should have made
these
it, who
to
didn't
us
make it.
during the
All
show.
that still good
So
old
let's
stuff,
look
man.
at these. Last 4 in: Harvard, Illinois State, Lamar, and New Hampshire. Austin P, Monmouth, Presbyterian, and Southern Utah are out. Let's talk a little bit about New Hampshire. The win over Monmouth head-to-head.
Had Austin
Monmouth
P
lost
won
to
that
Albany.
game
Describe
last
that
night.
decision
See,
without Monmouth's quarterback.
hold on real quick.
I mean, you just look at the body of work.
Yeah,
We talk
listen.
about the CAA. Not all the teams
Austin
play each
P,
other, but we
they
just
blew that
thought
last
with
night.
the loss to Albany for
We'll get
Monmouth
into that
and
in a
their
few, but
quarterback
they
situation,
blew that.
which wasn't that big a deal, but it was brought up in the room that we felt New Hampshire's body of work warranted them being in the tournament.
Ivy League plays only 10 games. Harvard was undefeated. They still get in despite the loss. 2 Ivy League teams get in. How would you describe the process and the conversation surrounding Harvard?
Well, we had them very early in the process. Like I said, October, really high, and looking at what they've done, in their conference, non-conference, and obviously the loss yesterday had us really having a lot of conversations about where they stood. But we even thought with the loss to Yale that they warranted a selection, and we're excited to see how the Ivies do in the tournament.
Let's go in between the weeds a little bit. Very complex complexity you all have to deal with. I think the biggest questions, we knew who seed number 1 and number 2 were going to be. What about when it came to seeding 3, 4, and 5? Because there's a lot of consequences and a lot of differential when you talk about being the 3 seed compared to being that 4 or 5 seed.
Well, obviously a super game yesterday, Montana State. And we had a lot of conversations during the game. Obviously, it was very close that we didn't feel, because of how good the game was, that the loser should drop significantly. And obviously, we chose to flip-flop them. And then Lehigh Tarleton, Lehigh is a super well-rounded team, offense, defense, special teams, that felt like they warranted a high seed. And Tarleton, they took care of business, had that win against Army. I think that played a lot into the selection committee, but had a really, really solid season and talent on both sides of the ball that I think they deserved, that spot that we gave them.
And to clarify why it's so significant, the 4-5 has to play North Dakota State, the top seed,
Yeah.
get to the championship.
Yes.
If you're 2 or 3, you play in the championship if you were to get that far. Rini, go ahead.
Yeah, Mark, about the process. So everyone talks about the CFP and what they have to do, right? You guys at the FCS level, you have to put in 13 at large. And the FCS, you don't get a lot of common opponents. So you got to kind of piece it together. How is that process, and how was that?
I think the last several years, people have done a really good job of trying to do non-conference significant matchups. You look at Mercer playing UC Davis. I mean, there's plenty of examples out there that
everybody hit my
people are
phone
trying
up
to
like,
do
boy.
to enhance their
I
resume.
just watched the show on there,
But you
man.
are right.
I see y'all got a home
these
game.
teams
It's like,
don't
yes,
go out
sir.
west or, the
It's going
Midwest
down,
or
man.
Texas, but
I'm out of here.
again, just looking at common opponents.
I'm about to check
conference
the weather.
strength of
What the weather gonna
schedule,
be like up there?
those type of things
I know it's gonna be cold.
provide us some
I don't
data
give a damn.
points to be able to make the best decisions we can as a committee.
Mark, less than 30 seconds here. North Dakota, South Dakota State felt like that was a winner in, loser out here. North Dakota with 5 losses still get in. Walk us through that decision.
Yes. Again, we looked like we talked about from the very beginning of the season to the end of the season. You look at who they played. Again,
Nobody.
You look at the FBS matchup against Kansas State, losing by 3. Those losses that they've had, the total amount of points in which the losses occurred. Every game was competitive. Every game came down to really the last possession, and North Dakota had a chance to win a majority of those games, counting yesterday.
Okay,
And,
for the record,
so,
I'm gonna go ahead and
we
say
just felt like you
he's
looked at
not going to stay.
again, body of
And
work of those that did not get in versus
I
those
believe
decisions that we made
they
to
picked
put the
North
bracket
Dakota
together.
in
That North
because
Dakota warranted an
what was
opportunity
that
to get
team?
into the
Austin
playoffs.
P
Mark, congratulations
lost
on the
that game last
2014
night
field. We hope you
against
get a
Tarleton
little more
State.
sleep tonight.
They could have
and,
won that
congratulations
game
on a great run on the committee.
if they went to double
I
overtime
appreciate
instead
you
of
guys.
them
Thanks
going
for
for
everything
2.
you do for FCS.
But they wanted to
Mark
make a
Gordon,
shock
Athletic
effect.
Director, Tennessee
Now, had it
Chattanooga,
pulled off
and the
last night, I
selection
think
committee chair for this
if Austin P
FCS
would have pulled it off
championship.
and they won that game, it's a
Rini
clear
and Gloria
decision
coming
that they
up
would have
next.
chosen over
Lehigh
North Dakota.
reaching new
But hey,
highs.
it is what it
First
is. So
undefeated regular
there you have
season
it,
in
man.
14 years.
Clear cut
We'll talk
decision of the
about
reason why they made the
Patriot League
decisions that
games
they
coming
made.
up, and
Hey, I
one of the
have
best to ever do it there at Yale.
no argument
Mr.
against that. I think
Pitzenberger
these
is gonna
folks
join us
really did a
coming
great
up.
job
Talk
at
about
making some
Yale winning the
selections
game
other than that one.
and the place to
But at the same time, it is what it is, man. So shout out to all the teams that's there. And
Vivid
definitely
Seats'
big
lowest price
shout out
guarantee
to
means you get lower
South
ticket prices in the
Dakota
Vivid Seats
State
guarantee.
Jackrabbits. I'm telling you, man, we did a real good job this season, man. Well, I'm not but you get what I'm saying. They did a real good job this season out there, man. So salute to Coach Jackson, first year head coach. Huge accomplishment right there. I can't text y'all. I can't tell y'all what I texted him last night, but just know that he understand me, and we talk a certain way, and he love it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just pumped. I was super hyped, man. So I just texted him a nice little congratulations message last night. And if he choose to share that with you guys one day, fine. So D-Jack, you got my full consent to ever share that text message. But that was hilarious though. I woke up and read it again. It was like, man, you crazy as hell, bro. That's like the funniest shit ever. And yeah, but he gave me a response and he just let me know he rocking with me, man. Love that guy to death, man. So shout out to Coach Jackson. Coop. You know, I know y'all hear me talk about D Jack and Coop all the time. I mean, I'm getting to know the rest of the coaching staff, so I apologize if I don't know everybody. Some of the coaches, you know, I've met and chilled with on different occasions, but I am making it an issue to get to know everybody by name, by face, and when I see them, they know me. I want to know them just like that. So, but obviously, Coach Coop is my son's coach, so I communicate with him all the time. And so you know, I text him the other day. So we just talk, man, and I'm always trying to just get him some encouraging little messages or whatever. And they love my method of promotion. It's just the funniest shit though, but they get it, man. But those guys are great, man. So want to give a shout out to Coop though, man, because he did a great job in preparing all of the running backs. All of them, not just your starter, not just your second string, your third string, but every last running back that's in that room. Even though we hadn't had a chance to see Josh yet, but I'm pretty sure if he had the opportunity to get out there and make some stain, he was gonna make some stain good on his name too. But that's just a testament of what I talked about on the show a couple of days ago, man, when I was telling you guys, like, listen, this team is built that everybody has to be ready to go at any given time. And I speak specifically about the running back room. Why? Because that's the position that my son play, and that's the one I'm most familiar with dealing with the coach with. So just seeing him maneuver and not right there, but just from the outside looking in and just encouraging my son to keep going and going with the injuries and all this other stuff. I mean, it's just like, yo, for him to just have these guys prepared to be ready for a moment like that last night, it just speaks magnitude of the type of person he is, and as a man and as a coach. So I really appreciate the opportunity that my son has received and will continue to receive being at South Dakota State and being coached by a young man like yourself. So hey man, that's proof in the pudding right there, man. When you do good coaching and the kids, they may not get it in the beginning, but I remember one of the first things he said to them, it was all in the meeting together. Like he was like, yo, you got to be ready, and I'm gonna expect you to perform at the highest level when I call your number, because at the beginning of the season, you could be the fourth guy. You may be the first guy by the end of the season. And that's where he emphasized like greatly that they all need to be prepared to play, because you just never know when your number may be called. And they definitely was told, oh, you gonna be needed this season. You know, whether they space out the games or however you do it, you're definitely gonna be needed for the season. And so it just showed yesterday. Josiah Johnson, if I had to give a player ball, game ball, I would definitely have to give it to Josiah Johnson yesterday, man, because he stepped up as a true freshman. And I think, like I said the other day, that was his red shirt game right there. I mean, eligibility for that gone. It is what it is. Ain't nobody trying to stunt that too bad. But at the same time, when you put that on the line as well, you know, you want to have some performance, and he did. He came out and really showed why the coaching staff believed in him. And so, man, you can't say enough about the preparation that these guys have been through from the beginning all the way to now. So with all that being said, man, it's gonna be a hell of a run. I think we make a huge run in the playoffs. I can't see a way that we don't get to Nashville. But like you say, any given Saturday, you got to play the game, and that's just what it comes down to, man. So that's my rant and rave for all of that good old stuff. We're gonna go back to the show real quick. I literally forgot that it was on mute. So there you go.
Today was my last guaranteed opportunity to play football. But for us, we're a process-driven team. It really didn't change anything in our mindset and our attitude. We attacked each day the same way that we do. So, you know, it's a cool opportunity, but we're all super excited to be here and be the ones that, you know, get to have this opportunity to get out there and keep competing.
Yale will take on Yale coming up this actually Youngstown State.
They got to play somebody.
Yeah, we're playing Yale.
All right.
I don't
yeah.
know who Youngstown is. We're playing Yale.
There you go. Thanks, Josh. Really appreciate it. Congratulations.
Enjoy it.
See you,
Thank you,
Josh.
guys. Thank you so much.
What a scene it was there. What a scene it was in Lafayette's upgraded Fisher Stadium yesterday. Sold out crowd to see the 161st renewal of college football's most played rivalry. Lehigh rushing for 320 as a team. Mountain Hawks outscoring the Leopards 28-15 in the second half. They'll be at Goodman Stadium for as long as they keep on winning. Kevin Cahill, the head coach at Lehigh, joins us now, undefeated on the season. How would you describe just the atmosphere, the win, and the accomplishment for this club?
It's been quite a journey. Starting from week one all the way through yesterday, playing our rival. It's been a joy to be around the guys, but these kids just continue to work hard, and the focus is always on ourselves and how can we improve. And each week we just try to find new ways to improve and focus on how we can get better. And at the end of the day, the last game, they handed us a trophy, and here we are going to the playoffs.
Coach, an undefeated regular season. Now you got to forget it, because now you got to go undefeated in this tournament to win a national championship. Everyone wants to talk about offense. I always say in the playoffs, defense travels. You have the number 2 ranked scoring defense in the nation. You only give up 12 points a game. Talk about that unit as you embark on the playoffs here.
Yeah, we're gonna ride as far as we can with our defensive unit, and a lot of experience on the defensive side of the ball starts up front. Those guys play extremely hard. They're very prideful in what we do defensively. We're not flashy when there's nothing flashy about the way we go about our business, but we're going to be physical and we're going to play hard, and that's worked for us so far. And we know where we're at. It's been a great regular season, but it's a whole new season now, and we got to regain our focus.
Hey, Coach, let's talk. As the one person here on this set that's got experience of going undefeated and perfect during the regular season, look it up. Me and my boys at Howard, 1993.
Intramurals, thank you very much.
Going undefeated. Hey, he wants to talk about the defense, but, that offense travels. You all average 233 yards a game running the football. Do you feel like, hey, that's going to be your secret sauce in the postseason? No matter what the weather is, the running game can always be there for you.
Yeah. That's kind of the way we've kind of looked at this is we got to be able to run the ball and stop the run. If you want to be a physical, tough, hard-nosed football team, you better be able to run the ball and you better be able to stop the run. And that's what's worked for us thus far. We know that our whatever comes up next is going to be a challenge, and it's a challenge we've got to be willing to step up to. So, our offensive line does a great job. Our running backs do a spectacular job, and we've play a few of them, and our quarterback is dynamic as well. So we're very proud of who we are right now.
Postseason, it's a postseason season. Regular season's over with. Give us that unsung hero that you've had for this team that maybe we don't read about, that America needs to know about if they're not familiar with Lehigh football.
There's a lot of them.
No, I can't do that, Coach. Don't give me the whole team.
Yes, he's gonna.
You're seeing right through my cliches. I understand that. Joe Marenka does a lot for our program. He's a tight end. He's overlooked by everybody. He just does everything. You want a guy that represents our program, and in the classroom, on campus, day to day, it's Joey Marenka. He does a great job for us.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania will host a playoff game in December. Just makes a lot of sense. Lehigh head coach Kevin Cahill. Kevin, thanks for doing it. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thanks, guys.
Coach.
Down to Crystal City. See you soon.
Really good stuff. That's what a game yesterday. What a fantastic weekend of college.
Thanks for putting pressure on Joey Marenka now, Jay.
That's all right. Hey, we're here to shine some light on kids on get a lot of light.
He's unsung. He's officially.
All right, man. The brackets are in. In
the FCS.
This is a good selection show, man. I hope you guys are enjoying it right now. You are tuned in with your boy C. Blair, aka Big Blair 365.
Vivid Seats app.
Hey, man.
Seats cannot guarantee that you
I don't have no words to say. This is like the most exciting. Man, listen, look, being a dad, man, and just being around for this for so many years, bro, and like watching your kids just grow and experience all of these different emotions and just everything that come with this game, bro. It's been, man, it's just like the coolest thing, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. And hold on, I'm trying to fix something real quick. And it's just, I'm just glad that he is at a place like South Dakota State, man, because these folk, like, it's just the perfect situation, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just the coolest shit to be a part of. And I hope that everybody, kid that's out there who trying to get to the next level, I hope the parents find somewhere that the kid loves to be at and that the parent loves for the kid to be at. Because that's one of the main things that's in today's game. Everybody's just out chasing the money and chasing NIL deals and all that type stuff. And the love for the game gets lost. And that was a situation where I definitely didn't want my son to experience, because, you know, with his background coming up, getting to where he was at or where he's at, no, definitely couldn't go through none of that bull crap in college. So shout out to the Jackrabbits for being a great institution, a great place to play for these kids. So I just put up the picture for the playoff game. So if you guys can see that, maybe we can put that over here in the corner or something like that. All right. So yeah, so here we go. The stage is set. November 29th, South Dakota State Jackrabbits will host New Hampshire. All right, this is my brother. Jay, what up? What's going on?
So I just looked at the shit, man. So they ain't get a bid. So do they still get it at large? Can they still get it at large?
Oh, what you talking about?
South Dakota State.
Man, we got a home game next week. I just bought my ticket online. I just bought my plane ticket.
I must be looking at somebody else's post.
Yeah, I don't know what you doing. Anyway, real quick, you just called me and I'm live actually on my podcast. So you want to say something to the folk real quick? I got to give you the proper introduction. No, well, you can get some shout outs real quick. Shout out to your son and all that. Just holler at him real quick. I got you right here at the mic. You got the stage.
Man, I'm just saying shout out to all the blood boys out there, you know, the ones that by blood, that's the one that's by bond, you know what I mean? Stu, you know, we got young men doing great things everywhere. Not to mention our sons, you know, Corey Blair up there at South Dakota State, Jadon Blair at Notre Dame, and that's just the ones right now. You know, and we ain't just all about football, about that scholarship of the athlete as well. You know what I'm saying? We all smart. Got to take it serious to get that degree. You know what I mean? But shoot, I don't even know why you got me on this. I'm probably you talking about something else.
It's all good, man. Listen, that's a good thing you called, because we're gonna have to do this more often anyway. So just let you know what I'm doing. We got the selection show going on. So what was you looking at it at? Was you looking at it on ESPN?
No, I guess I was on Twitter somewhere, man. I don't know. So you know, it's XP, people be putting fake stuff on X. You know, it's the internet.
Oh yeah. Nah, the show actually, the show on live right now on ESPN, ESPNU, or you go to my YouTube channel. Matter of fact, you know, just go to my YouTube channel, Inside the Grind, and you'll see me. I'm broadcasting it live from there right now. Oh, we got the 14th seed, so we play against damn, I just had it pulled up. We play against New Hampshire. So whoever that is. But yeah. But man, listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I like our side of the bracket. I ain't even gonna cap. Like we Montana, that should be a good game. But we ain't looking forward. We ain't looking past nobody. But I'm just saying, the games that I see, the road to get to Nashville, oh no, we got a good chance of running the table. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. We come back healthy and come back full strength and be ready to rock and roll, man. It's gonna be hard to stop them folks. That's what I do know. Yeah, other than that, where you at? You at the house?
Yeah.
What you about to do? Get back on the game?
No.
No, what y'all finna do?
I'm watching the game. You know what, Corey, man? You know, I ain't watched college. I mean, not college, but NFL football all year.
I watched the Panthers game. That's about it. But they don't play until tomorrow. Or do they play tonight or do they play tomorrow night? They got the Monday night game. Panthers. Carolina.
Yeah, y'all play
San Francisco.
Get beat by.
Stop playing. That man tripping.
Being in the championship game. However, they are
Hold on, let
taking
me
a
sign
Princeton
off of this
squad
real
today
quick.
with plenty
Hey,
of momentum.
that's the show. I wasn't paying attention to what just happened, but anyway, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in today to the official podcast hosted by your boy C Blair, aka what they call me, Jay, Big Blair 365. You did. Hey man, so look, you got it right here first. You heard it first. South Dakota State, 14 seed. We'll be facing. Let me pull that up for y'all real quick so y'all can see it on the way out. November 29th versus New Hampshire, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on ESPN Plus. So get your tickets. Hope to see y'all in Brookings. I just bought mine, as y'all see live right there. My ticket on the way. I'll see y'all in Brookings, man. So signing off, it's your boy C Blair, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Till the next time. Let's grind. All right.